Alright, so this is my video of telling you how to set up the mochi trackers. Sorry about the lighting, 'cause it's a little terrible, but here's what you'll need. A 3D printer so you can 3D print your cases, like this, and they should look like this. And if you bought the DIY kit like I did, it should come with stickers to stick on the back of your trackers. Another thing you'll need is, I personally like tweezers so I can move the parts around without ruining anything. But you also need a soldering iron. I just have a cheap one off of Amazon that's currently on, so I'm trying to be careful of that. And if you make a mess up, which if you're new to soldering, I messed it up when I first started. A thing of flat copper wire. It helps with dabbing and picking up the little soldering bits once you make a mistake, if you do. Then I've already gone ahead and done that, but there is 2 squares on the tracker. It's hard to see with my camera quality, but right here, right where a plus mark is, and over here a negative mark. Then you will also have a battery. Your red wire is your positive, while your black wire is your negative. While soldering, you want to make sure you put them in the right positions. I personally like to put the battery like this, where the wires go from the bottom to the top. You also might want a better pointed tip. I accidentally broke mine, so I'm using a slanted one. So, with the soldering dabbed on the spot, you will want to put the red in the negative area. And just lightly tap and push down on your wire so that the solder will connect it and hold it together. So I wouldn't do what I just did because that would actually damage it if you're not careful. But you will then do the same step for your black wire. Try not to use too much solder or it might connect the pieces together and cause a short. Now once you have those together, you can go ahead and turn off your soldering iron. And be careful of it because even though you just turned it off, it can still burn you. But once it's together, it should relatively look like this. Simple setup for that. It might be a little warm to the touch because of you soldering. So the 3D prints on the GitHub right here are designed to slot your tracker right into the spot like this. And then there's a compartment for the battery right here. I personally like to put the wires on top of the battery so that it sits just like that, snug. And then you have your lid. You will have to put the bottom piece that looks like it's elevated near the back where these lines are. And then don't be afraid to push a little harder on your casing because it might be stiff depending on your tracker options. And that's your tracker done. Now what you want to do is, when setting it up, there's different options. I have some of my trackers with easy clips since I didn't buy the comfort straps yet. The easy clips look like this, or at least these ones. These ones are built into it. So I can just slide it on like this. So what I'm doing is I'm using the other versions of the easy clips, which I need to find where I set them, which look like this. It's this piece and this. So you'll want to grab your piece, whatever direction you're deciding to put it. So if you put it in like this, the wrap will tighten around like that, and it will do it the other way. You want to make sure the rubber side is the one facing towards you as you push it in. And then you want to put it in the other loop right here, so it makes like a U. And then you pull it through and it will come straight through. And if you're using this one and just this, you can wrap it right through the cord piece here. But if you're using the quick install ones, what I like to do is preemptively put it on, put it through here, choose what body part you're putting it on. Well, try not to knock it off the connectors first. And then you tighten it on your limb. And then you, for example, if it was on your thigh, you would tighten it, put it here, then you would be able to easy unlatch it. And that's all for this setup. Hope it helps, and you have a wonderful day.